I'll let other people pick, and I'll like fill in. Okay. I'll be Diva. Oh, Zarya's good too. I like playing Zarya because I want to get better. I was all like, what are they talking about? No, there's a guy named Bofa. So yeah, I want to play more Zarya because I want her to be my main again. She was my main for a very long time. And then Diva became my main. Oh my god! I died. Well, at least my mech did. It didn't say I did. So the other day I was playing some arcade mode, and it was elimination, where it was 6v6, and pretty much you try to kill the other team before that team killed all of your teammates. And that's fine and dandy, whatever. But I was playing, and this chick, this lady, was talking about how she wanted to dress up as Garnet, but she was white, and she wanted to paint her skin to be dark. And if you don't know Garnet from Steven Universe, it's she even though she's not technically human, she has very just like brown skin, so it's like a natural skin tone, so it's not like Amethyst, who has purple, or Pearl, who's just pretty white and Pearl-esque, but she has a very natural skin tone, but dark. And she was saying how she wanted to dress as her and, you know, look like her, but she didn't want to be like, oh, people would call me having blackface. And I'm just like, yeah, I mean, it's like, because you're using their skin tone, people's skin tone. I know she's a character, but that's people's actual skin tone as a costume. And just like you shouldn't do that with certain cultures, you should not do that with... I'm sorry, I got distracted, I got ulted. You shouldn't do that with people's cultures or skin tones. And she just didn't seem to understand. So I was all like, said to her, you shouldn't... That shouldn't have been an ult shutdown. She killed people. But, so what happened is that she didn't understand what I was trying to say, so I'm like, just don't paint your face. You know, you can still dress up as her. Like, my sister dressed up as Roadhog, but she's not dressing herself to be a Pacific Islander. She's just dressing up like Roadhog, and everyone knew who she was. Just a regular skin, not like this skin. A regular. And nice. And so I'm just like, you can still be Garnet without having to paint your face, you know, dark skin tone. And she and she didn't seem to understand, so she was complaining about it. She made a bunch of other jokes, and that was really insensitive, and the team agreed with those jokes, and I'm not going to get into that. But, and then a few games later, she was not paying attention to me in the rest of the game, because I said that she shouldn't paint her face. And I'm like, yeah, you can still get contacts, and you can still look like Garnet without, or your character without having to mimic their skin tone. But, so she tried to not pay attention to me the rest of the game, so she didn't vote for me or nothing, which I don't care. But then, a few games later, she forgot who I was, so she was really being like, ah, Blue, and like, oh, from like Foster's Home, that's all so amazing, and blah blah blah. So I guess she didn't realize that I was the same person who called her out because again, she was not pleased when I called her out. But suddenly, I'm like the best person in the world to her because she's talking to me about like, oh, I'm the only person on the team that's competent, blah blah. I'm just like, so it was competitive elimination, and that's just one of the reasons I don't like competitive, because like if I'm in a toxic situation, like with her, I mean, for me, Blackface was, the other jokes were very, very, very toxic. But, I didn't know her Moira orbs could get through that wall and be boosted like that. So yeah, so either way. And the other thing she was saying was super toxic. She just didn't seem to understand why she shouldn't wear someone else's skin tone as a costume. And she was just super confused. She didn't understand. She was very angry. And sorry, I'm getting ulted. And then like instantly she switched when she didn't think I was the person that called her out, and she didn't remember that, which is odd to me because just like, I don't know, just how do you be so toxic, and because again, the other joke's not that, just be so toxic and then change to being this really, she was sweet to me, she was toxic to the rest of the group, someone else called her out on it, because she was being nice to me. It's like, oh, you're the only competent one. Well, to the other people, there was 4 other people, you know, she was being abusive, saying their choices were terrible choices to play, they weren't doing enough, just, you know, toxic, just things to say during it. And then if we lost, she was super like, it was all your guys' fault, and then she was like, I guess I can try to play healer because no one else does. And I'm just like, okay, dang, just because we only have 2 healers left, not everyone's great as Baptiste and Ana, because Baptiste is kind of new, and Ana, no offense, I already said this, she's one of my worst heroes, so I'm not going to be another healer. I was healer in all the other rounds, I'm going to be who I'm good at, and so it's just like, yeah, I mean, someone could try to be a healer, but if someone else is better at Ana, I'm not going to click an Ana and hope that I'm okay. Like, I know I'm going to be terrible. No! Okay. And, I don't know. So, to the other, so much more. And she's just like, just don't die. How hard is it not to die? Oh my gosh, I jumped in front of him again. Who? Oh, him. I'm like, he's our Roadhog. And I don't know. So that's why I don't like playing competitive in general. I like to place. I placed a lot of rounds, or a lot of seasons, but I haven't placed every season. Just because you have to play 10 games, and sometimes you can't, because you try to get away from them, but they're still in your like circuit. Like this person, I had a few games with them, no games with them, then games with them again, and it's super abusive, like being in there, and like I said, it's just not okay to say these things. Don't play the game though, because we be losing. This guy is just pushing it. I should do that too. Nah, I died. Okay. What? Who killed her? Oh no! Good game. Ha, it's me. Who said I saved it? We'll give you shot caller. I'm gonna give Bofa. Nice little good teammate. and a good teammate. Oh dang, that's a lot of heals! Exclusively to me. Yeah, so the last video I made it right after I got my allergy shots. Like, I got my allergy shots on Monday, did the live stream on Tuesday, and I was completely out of it, so I'm trying to write in my closed captioning into it, and I'm trying to listen to it. I'm like, what the hell was I even trying to say? Like, I just couldn't figure out what I was just trying to say. Like, what was I saying? I had no idea. Like, one sentence was completely not how I formed it in my mind, or what I was even saying at all in my mind. And then other times it just, like, I would cut myself, I mean, I do that constantly, but I cut myself off like I just did, but then I would never return to it, and I was just, I don't know, I just was so out of it. Luckily I have my sibling to drive me to the hospital or the doctor and back, so I can get my allergy medicine, or allergy shots, and I have to show back up again tomorrow, so that's, I can only imagine how it's gonna be, because it gets better every time I get it. It gets a little bit better. So I'm not gonna have as strong of a reaction, but oh my god, I had a strong reaction. Ow, 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 my bones. And then some things I said in my last stream I didn't even remember saying, which was a very odd sensation of listening back and being like, oh my god, I said that? Why? And then some words I completely, like, swallowed, so I twice, I think, in the same 10-minute span, I just said, I have no idea what I said here, but it was something along this, because I just couldn't. This might be, I lined that up. I lined that up for him. I had my game in German for a while. I don't remember if I think I talked about it. I don't remember if I kept it in my video, but pretty much what happened was that my game was in German for a while, which was really interesting to see the different voice actors and stuff. But the main thing is, oh no, I'm gonna die, one sec, sorry. So what happened is that in German they have some English lines or whatever. Don't actually know, but you know, like we have Japanese lines or Gaelic lines, but I don't know what they have. But either way, they had it for German. Lucio had some English lines, and in the English lines, instead of saying, like, break it down, he said, like, time to heal up, he said, like, this is my chill out mix, and that was the funniest thing to me, and I don't know why, but to me that was just so hilarious. And every time he would say it, I would just, like, crack up. But besides that, I couldn't understand the lick of the game. If I change the speed boost, do you think the payload will move backwards faster? Oh dang! I glitched through the floor, that's how, ow, ow. Stop! Ow! Ah! They're so teamed up. I was looking at when I put up my last video onto YouTube, I was typing in the tags. I'm like, I don't know what kind of tags I should put because I mention a lot of things. Oh, and the people that I was talking about, I don't know why I got Jen. It is Steph, like Stephanie, and oh, I forgot his name. Gosh, Steph and Steph and what was I saying about it? Oh, maybe, I don't know, but I got it wrong just the whole time. I was so wrong. And oh, there I say I was looking at tags. I was like, I mentioned them, but I don't want to tag, you know, them because clearly I didn't associate with them in any way. I just mentioned their name wrong. So I would definitely want to put it in the description. I just need to find their page. There. I got trapped. I got trapped. I got trapped. I got trapped. Oh my god. I got this weirdest glitch the other day when I was just playing, I think, was it quick play? I don't know, but I was playing the other day off stream, and I was playing D.Va because we needed a tank. And so what happened was that I was playing D.Va and I couldn't get out of the spawn room. And not like completely, but like when I boosted forward, like her ability to glide forward. Oh my god. To glide forward, or like rocket boost forward, I just couldn't do that out of the spawn room. Okay, whoever's going to payload, that's who I'm going to be on. Ah, I got shot. I had this friend who was gatekeep. Well, friend is a loose term. I had a friend of a friend who was gatekeeping Overwatch, and you would be the kind of people that would play Genji and then completely go all the way to like the next person's spawn room and be there and then complain about not getting any heals and keep dying and no reses. I'm like, I don't play healer, I play tank. However, I highly doubt that's beneficial to anyone by being like that, and I don't think they were trying to just let you die unless you're being rude, but they would be very much one of those people that would just dude, emo life, you and me, dude. You and me. Oh, I'm gonna die though! We got it! So, I have allergies to a lot of things, and I just was remembering because I recently had a really, really bad allergy attack to the point that I was really thinking of going to the doctor, but I just took my medicine and took a shower and passed out, which, again, not the best choice. Do not recommend that. However, that's what I did, and I left work early, went home and did that, and this is when I worked in the office, the physical office, and I got home and but the whole time I was just remembering when I was young, I had this problem where when I was in PE, I would have to run like a mile, or the mile. In PE, running the mile when I was outside. But back in elementary school, we didn't have a football field. We only had a baseball field. And meaning the grass was, there was physical grass and not like a track around the football field. And so when I ran into the outfield, the grass was so high because they don't cut it unless you have to. And so they, oh no, they're all dying. 1 second, sorry. Oof. Okay, staying back. So what happened is I was running in grass. I was like up to, oh again, I was in elementary school, up to my like hip. And so doing that, I had such a bad allergic reaction that I couldn't breathe. And back then I didn't know it was allergies. And so I was like, I can't breathe. And she's like, oh, you're just that out of shape. And I'm like, I'm in elementary school, or I don't know. And I could run around inside and all that, but I'm like, I can't breathe. And she goes, well, do you have asthma? And I'm like, no, I not to my knowledge. So for a while I was like kind of worried if it was asthma, but it didn't line up. And I'm like, it was, it was just when I was outside. And so, yeah, it was so bad. No. It was so bad that my throat started to shut, but the biggest thing is she told me that she would only call the nurse to look at me or let me stop running if I passed out. And if you think about it, if I had asthma or allergies, if I had either, and I had it to the point where I passed out, I wouldn't have been able to be saved. Sorry. And it was so bad to the point where if it was to the point where I passed out, I probably would have died, because if my throat closed up and I couldn't breathe, then how were they going to get me breathing again? By the time, because they would just have called the nurse, and she admitted it, that she wasn't going to do it. And was so scary. It was so scary to hear that now, as a slightly older and knowledgeable about how bad my allergies are, to hear that and to realize I could have died when I was, 10? Because of allergies. And actually around me is like my school system. I'm not going to call any shade or anything. However, around my school system, many people have died because of things like that. One lady was running around the track and she had asthma, and they knew this. This was on record. She had asthma, and they made her run, and she had an asthma attack, and she actually died. So I don't know how or why it's not known, like for PE teachers, like these signs of maybe you shouldn't make the kids run, or even know the signs of allergies or something. But it's scary. And so now, knowing how bad it is and how I can not have these reactions anymore, it was so bad. And all I remember from that day was going home, not eating nothing, and sleeping until like midnight. And then finally waking up and eating and everything. So I passed out, and I didn't have allergy medicine because I didn't realize I had allergies. But like I said, I explained what was happening, and it's a very clear allergic reaction. What was happening? No! I died! No! GG. Wrong button. That's not fair. She has a shield. Oh! Yes! Headshot. I'm so sorry, that was super loud. Oh, I can't believe I got a headshot. Oh my gosh. I did not think that was gonna work. That's great. I should get up high. Now she got a shield on her again. You can't jump it. Really? I just got up there. Really? 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 You think you could just... Oh, he has all, though. You really think you could just go and kill me like that? You think you have the right? You know, back in the day, when Hanzo had the different ability, and he would shoot an arrow into a room and it would, like, scatter. Yeah, there's that, and then there was, some people don't remember, but back in the day, you wouldn't have a thing called unlimited heroes. Every game was that. And you could just choose any, so it would be like, can we at least have 2 Mercies and a 2 Bastions, and there would be so many Tracers, and I would play it back in that day. I kind of felt bad about that one. I would have got that too. The only reason why I'm halfway even decent at Hanzo, like the reason why I started playing Hanzo, was the Junkenstein's Revenge. Because they would only have like 4 characters. It's like, which one do you want to play? And you know, Anna is one of them, and I definitely can't play her, so I'm like, okay, let me play the one person I can, or I would choose it. Like, let me be real. The only person I can play was Soldier, but I couldn't just play Soldier constantly. So what happened was that all the other characters, I let them choose first, and then I went from there. And let me tell you that that's the only reason why I can be even the smallest amount good at Hanzo, because I was forced to play him, and like literally the bots, or the robots in Junkenstein's Revenge, will walk directly at you or at like the door, so they're not super all over the place like normal players. So that's how I got pretty okay at like standstill things, but I'm definitely not good, as you can tell. I'm not the best with him, but Okay, I'm gonna leave because I am tired AF. So, yeah, I accidentally cut out me saying goodbye in my first video. So that was awkward. But yeah, goodbye.